Every single day, millions of books are bought, sold, and downloaded across the world. Authors can self-publish in hours. You can carry a library in your pocket. But what if I told you, all of this, every digital page, every published idea, traces back to one invention, born 600 years ago. A machine so powerful, it shattered the walls of ignorance and rewrote the future of humanity. This is the story of how a 15th century tinkerer named Johannes Gutenberg flipped the world upside down, with metal, ink, and ambition. Before the printing press, books were handcrafted, each letter painstakingly copied by monks in silent scriptoria. One book could take months, even years to complete. Books weren't just rare, they were priceless. So rare, in fact, that most people lived their whole lives without ever seeing one. In 1300, a single book could cost as much as a small farm. Knowledge was power, but that power was locked away. And then came Gutenberg. Born around 1400 in Mainz, Germany, Johannes Gutenberg wasn't a scholar or a monk. He was a metalsmith with a vision. He wanted to do the impossible, replicate the written word quickly and cheaply. Gutenberg wasn't the first to dream of mass printing. China had developed woodblock printing centuries earlier. But Gutenberg had a secret weapon, movable metal type. Instead of carving entire pages onto wooden blocks, Gutenberg cast individual letters in metal. These could be rearranged, reused, and reset in hours, not weeks. He didn't stop there. He invented a new oil-based ink, thicker and darker than traditional water-based inks. Perfect for paper. He even adapted a wine press to apply uniform pressure to the page. Ingenious, right? The first press Gutenberg used was likely modeled after a screw press used for making wine or olive oil. By combining metallurgy, chemistry, and mechanics, Gutenberg created the world's first printing system, not just a machine. In the early 1450s, Gutenberg printed his masterpiece, the 42-line Bible. 180 copies were produced, nearly 50 of them on luxurious vellum. It looked handwritten but was mechanically perfect. For the first time in history, a large number of identical books were made, in a matter of months. Today, only 49 copies of the Gutenberg Bible survive, and they're worth millions. The printing press didn't just duplicate texts, it amplified ideas. Soon, religious tracts, scientific theories, political manifestos all began to flood Europe. A tidal wave of knowledge was unleashed. By 1500, less than 50 years after Gutenberg's invention, over 20 million books had been printed across Europe. By 1600, that number skyrocketed to 200 million. Think about that. From a handful of books to hundreds of millions, in just a few generations. The printing press helped spark the Renaissance, as artists and scholars rediscovered ancient knowledge, the Reformation, as Martin Luther's ideas spread like wildfire, the scientific revolution, as findings could finally be shared and tested, and later, the Enlightenment, as people began questioning authority and tradition. It wasn't just a machine, it was a cultural earthquake. Fast forward to today, the tools have changed. Digital screens, PDFs, AI-generated books. But the idea is the same. Spread knowledge, break barriers, empower minds. Amazon publishes over 1 million new books every year, many of them from first-time self-published authors. eBooks, print on demand, open-source libraries, these are Gutenberg's descendants. He made it possible for anyone, not just kings or priests, to share their voice. Imagine a world where ideas are still chained to the elite, where revolutions were never sparked, where science never spread, where your phone holds no books, no blogs, no Wikipedia. That's the world we might be living in without Gutenberg. One invention, a press, some type, and a dream, changed the world forever. Because the moment we could mass-produce ideas is the moment humanity started thinking together